Alright, so what we're going to do today is we're going to look at the new Robo monsters that look like Pokeballs and review them, kind of see what we think, see where they might be useful, talk it through, and yeah, that's the plan for today. So we've got Red Robo, which I don't believe I will ever refer to as P27. It is the red one. 3 skills. We've got the Energy Bolt. Has a chance to stun for 50% chance. Pretty nice. Stays at 50, so 50-50 it stuns. Needs accuracy, which is great because it combos with this. Attacks 3 times with a 50% to remove a beneficial effect on each time. So you give it 100% accuracy, it attacks 3 times, that's 50-50-50. Yeah, about a beneficial effect and a half if they were additive, which they're not exactly, but it's close enough. On a 3-turn cooldown, which is not too bad. This is the skill that you want, Power Charge. Increase your attack bar by 50% whenever an enemy gets an additional turn. So, Violent Runes, they pay off for this guy. You have a 22%. If you get 22%, he gets half of a turn. So he gets half a Violent proc. So he gets 11%. So every 22 you get, he gets 11. Not bad, because you were going to get those anyway. It's basically, do you need a stun coming up a lot? Do you need to cycle beneficial effect removal? I feel like him just getting turns is not impactful if his first 2 skills don't matter to you. If you're not stunning, if you're not removing beneficial effects, think, maybe put him on Despair for this skill too, because it's an AoE. I think that might be nice. Additional damage would also be nice, because it hits 3 times. So that's kind of what I would use him for. Probably Elemental Advantage makes him better if you're fighting a proccing wind team. Sierra, stuff like that. That's where he's really going to shine, because he's going to be resistant to their damage. So that is Red Robo. Blue Robo, 3 skills again. We've got the attack the enemy to decrease the defense for 2 turns with a 50% chance. So they all have different first skills. The red one is a stun. This one is a defense break, which is pretty nice. Second skill, this is the one where it blows up and does damage proportional to max HP. So it auto-destructs and deals crazy damage to them. We'll talk about that in a second. And then the Revival Sequence revives in a nuclear state with 1 HP at the moment of death. You gain immunity, which 1 HP immunity is not amazing. Recover 25% HP every turn and return to the original state. So you're going to be slowly reviving 25 HP per turn. How would this be useful? If you can get him a turn right after he detonates, then he's not going to be down forever, right? This will be on a 3-turn cooldown. If you can get him a turn, he'll be at 25% HP with immunity. Yeah, because the immunity seems to be in the nuclear state. He'll have immunity on him. So you just need to get him a turn somehow. So if you're doing something where you're doing, AoE, HP scaling damage, things like Skogul, stuff like that, you just need to have maybe a Raccoony go right after him so he can boost him up and heal him up or something like that. He just needs a turn so that he has a chance. Other than that, he doesn't stay alive. He just sits there. So it's kind of nice that he has a chance to kind of buff up. This defense break on skill 1 it's always good. So defense break on skill 1, a HP amount, a ton of HP damage you can do that you control, also really good. And I think the 1 and the 2 combo nicely, because the defense break deals more based on max HP. This deals based on max HP. So pretty solid. This one I think is going to be solid in guild content for sure. Not really as good in RTA because max HP, doesn't scale. You can use it a little bit, but it just gets worse and worse and worse. All right, Yellow Robo. We've got the Energy Bolt. Decreases the attack bar by 30%, which is kind of nice. Those 30% attack bar manipulations are always impactful because they change the turn order up if you've got the accuracy to make it work. We've got the beneficial effect removal again, which is good. 30% chance times 3. We already talked about it. Despair would be good. Additional damage would be good. And then over here, Giant's Punch. Stuns target for 1 turn. If it goes under inability effect, so if you stun it, it uses Giant Punch to attack someone random. It goes 3 times. So if he just punch, he can stun. It's kind of cool. It's on a 4-turn cooldown. And it does stun, so you just need accuracy. You've got decreased attack bar. You've got beneficial effect removal. And you've got, in theory, multi-stun. Kind of cool. To another random enemy target. So it can't be an AoE stun. It just has to go off. It has to not break. Kind of like the Water Ryu, that sequence that just can't be broken. And the whole thing happens. As soon as this one resists or whatever, show's over. So that's the wind. These all read to me as kind of guild content monsters, personally. Because, 4-star siege towers are a problem, and these hopefully solve some of those problems. HP-based damage is pretty strong. All right, Light Robo. Energy Bolt. It's damage according to your max HP and increases your attack speed for 1 turn. So not too shabby. The attack speed up, always nice, always welcome. We've got the Self-Destruct again. So self-destruct, deals damage proportional to max HP, just like the blue one. And then over here we've got energy release. Increases the attack bar of all allies by 50% and decreases the attack bar of all enemies by 50% at the moment of death. So it's interesting. It blows up, and it's one full turn for your team. It gives your team 50%, takes away 50%. Now, it's not quite a full turn because they might be under 50% or you might be over 50%, and it's not quite optimized. But it's kind of interesting. You blow up, they lose tempo, you gain tempo. It's not horrible. It's not amazing. I think it's something that you could build specific comps around that could be really nice. A way to kind of follow up quickly. If you can chain the damage from he blows up, he deals X amount of damage, which is enough to chain into your bar boost of 50% into some other giant nuke. That'd be kind of nice. I could see there being some potential there. But I think it's going to be a unit that needs to be planned around a little bit. All right, Dark Robo. Skill 1, increases your attack power. Does damage, increases your attack power. Not according to max HP, which is weird. Max HP? Not according to max HP. Max HP. Max HP. So, is it the blue one gets no love? No, it's the yellow one. Weird. And then the dark one. Oh, yeah, that's weird. That's strange. So, not according to max HP. Alright, you get attack power. Here's the beneficial effect removal again on the 3 turn. Boom, boom, boom. Take all their stuff. And then here we got full burst. Attacks 8 times, starting from the enemy with the worst HP, and inflicts continuous damage for 2 turns with 50% each. Damage increases by 10% for each harmful effect on the enemy. So it goes and just pumps out 8 dots. So you're going to need accuracy, which you're going to want from here anyway. It's kind of awkward because it's an attack type and it increases attack power, but it's going to need lots of accuracy. So it just kind of like Orochi, kind of an AoE RNG Orochi. It's just going to spray additional damage, and the damage is going to ramp up as it goes on. Additional damage artifacts, 8 times, 3 times, that should be a no-brainer. Those are going to be super, super good. Immunity is a hard counter. It does have a strip, so it kind of has its own built-in way to deal with that. You just want to make sure that they don't have something like a Juno or a Veramo, some sort of passive AoE cleanse. Or Juno's not AoE, but it's healing, which is similar. So I think this one's really solid. I think this one could be really solid. I think it has potential in a couple different areas. We'll just have to see exactly how it ends up playing. So those are the Robos, all 5 Robos. I wouldn't say anything game-breaking as far as RTA, but fun, interesting, different, which is all good. They do things that nothing else does in the game, so it's kind of nice. So that's my take on the Robos. I'd be curious what you guys think and what you are planning on using them on. If it's the same, if it's different, if you're like, no, they all work here and I'm wrong, then that's also fine. Just let me know. All right, guys, I will see y'all on the next one. Take care, everybody.